Hello and welcome to Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. And well, today is the first day of March. Yes, the first day of March, and it's also St David's Day in Wales, so have a fantastic St David's Day. And well, we'll do a topic about St David later on. And well, why do the Welsh, when going into battle, have leeks on their caps? All will be revealed later. We've talked about it before, so I'm sure some of you know why they have leeks on their caps. Is it all to do with St David? I can't possibly say. Sit back, relax, put your feet up, get yourself a cuppa, you know the drill, and welcome to all the new subscribers once again to Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. Well, the sun's actually coming out of the rather heavy looking rain clouds. We were promised snow this morning, but luckily we didn't get any. Well, not where I am here in Sheffield anyway. We've just got lots and lots of water. Yeah, really heavy deluge this morning. Unfortunately, it's re-wet the ground. It's just starting to dry out a little bit and now it's gone a bit clumpy again. So be very, very careful because this is a time that I'll be working out where I'm actually going to sow my potatoes and all my vegetables, so we'll have to look at all that. And what can you sow? Well, 1st of March, everything's opened up now. You can sow whatever you like. Now, some you can sow indoors and some outdoors. They say carrots can go outdoors now, and beetroots can go outdoors. It's a good thing. Obviously, seed potatoes can be outdoors now. Carrots and your have to be really protected, although, so we'll need a covering on that. Need some sort of cloche over the top to keep the ground warm and also to try and stop them from being washed away with heavy rain over the next few weeks while they become established. Now, when you sow your carrot seeds, if you're sowing them outside, why not mix them? Yes, mix the seeds with onion seeds, because then the onions will act as companion planting to the carrot fly. Hopefully it will confuse the carrot flies and they won't realise there's any carrots in the ground. What a clever idea that. So mix them together, the seeds, then you won't know and I won't know when they pop up which are carrots and which are onions, and neither will the carrot fly. Isn't that a good idea? Oh, marvellous. But we'll look at that in the next video of how to sow your carrots outside, because I need to make now a little carrot area that's very light soil so it's not too heavy. Some carrots, obviously the round orbital ones don't need much depth, but the others do. So I'm going to be digging out and adding extra compost and organic matter to make it really a light area. So take out all the stones if you've got a stony area. Obviously you can grow carrots in tubs and buckets and anything you like, but they need the depth if you're using the long carrots. So fingers crossed this year I'll get some lovely carrots. Not happened for the last couple of years, but we're going to have another go this year. Dedicated space to carrots. Anyway, I'll stop talking about carrots. I need to talk about this area behind me. This area here is going to be my wildlife bank, and I want to get flowers in here that attract all the good pests into the garden. Well, they're not really pests, are they? They're really helpers with the pests. So we need the birds here, and we need the butterflies, and we need the bees attracted to your garden so they can eat all the things that we don't want in the garden. Brilliant idea, isn't it? We don't want the birds too early though, otherwise nick all the seeds. So, what can I do here? Now, normally when you buy wildlife seeds, they come in a box, a little bit like this one. You put a hole in and you do this. La la la. A bit of wind everywhere, you don't know where they've gone. Now, I saw this packet and it says pollinator garden, attracts, obviously easy sow, it says, attracts butterfly and bee. It's a brilliant mixture, apparently. And there's poppies in there, there's cornflowers and all sorts of different varieties, and but they do what it says on the tin. I was expecting to do this, but then I read on. And it says weed control. So I thought, oh, that's interesting. Why is it weed control? Maybe because it's in a dense area so the weeds can't come through. But also it says 3 easy steps. Lay, cover and water. Lay, this, believe it or not, is a seed impregnated mat. Yes, it's 200 by 50 centimetres, which means it's just 6 foot-ish by ½ metre wide. So let's pop this down here and have a look. Look at that. It's a massive paper mat and it's full of seeds. You probably can't see it. I don't think I can take a photograph. It's all bubbly with lots and lots of different seeds in all the different places. In fact, what I might be able to do in a while is hold that up to the sun and take a picture for you. But we'll have a look anyway. So that, yes, got lots and lots of seeds in there. Very excited to see whether or not that comes up. All you do, lay it where you want it to grow, cover it with some more compost, a bit of water, and that's it. Although I have to say, I don't think it'll need much water today, because once it touches this, then of course all the water will be soaked up through the bottom, I hope, but we might give it a little bit of water too. So that's exciting. You can cut it to wherever you want, so you don't have to make this big, because 6 foot's massive, isn't it? So you could cut it into little sections and have one here, one up there, wherever you wanted them really. Because on here also, I have some poppy seeds from those St George poppies that I had last year. Do you remember those big ones with the white cross, the red poppy with the white cross? Well, I've kept lots and lots of seeds, so hopefully we can get some out here. I have, yesterday, sown some into pots that are now in the greenhouse, and hopefully they'll come up. I can take the pots out and just plop them in, and we can utilise those in the areas we want them. I'm also hoping that in here there are some seeds. Even though I've reworked it, they get moved around. You never know what might come up. So, how exciting is that? A seed mat with hundreds of seeds for a wildlife attracting garden. Brilliant, isn't it? Butterflies and bees. What more do you need here on the allotment? Now, while I'm sat here, excuse me, enjoying the sunshine, why are the Welsh associated with the leek? Well, let's go back to St David's, shall we? When St David's were around, way back in history, and their armies were fighting other armies, and they just happened to be fighting an army that had very similar armour to them, a very similar uniform in their battle dress, and St David thought, well, how are they going to recognise each other? And the saying goes that he said to the men, stick a leek in your cap and then you'll be able to see who's who. We're seeing that we're the Welsh and they're not. And basically that's one of the reasons. There are many actually going around as to why, but that's one of the main reasons. I love it. A vegetable used to identify troops on the field. Incredible, isn't it? So thanks to St David. Have a fantastic St David's Day in Wales. In fact, throughout the world, wherever you are today. Have a brilliant time. And my leeks are in. They are. They're behind me here. Here we are. There's a couple. You probably can't see them because I'm sat too far that way. Well, I'm not sure you can see me here, and I don't know why I'm sat down, but I am. I just thought to show the colour of the light, my grow light, when it's dark, and it is dark now. And well, it's lovely. And what I've done actually, I'll stand up now. I've put a little net over it, just to keep any insects away, but also it retains a little bit of the heat inside here, and obviously encouraging all these lovely plants to grow. And it really is nice. A lovely colour. As I say, it's a natural daylight colour. There are some daylights which are quite a bluey colour, and they're not very nice on the eyes actually, but this is really nice, very good for growing plants. And well, just thought you'd like to see it, that's all, in the dark on the allotment. It's an interesting place to be when it's night time, but it's very quiet obviously, because all the birds have gone to sleep. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little insight here in the dark on the allotment, and well, we won't be doing much more of that. It's interesting though, there's no bird sound whatsoever. Yeah, fascinating. Now, we're going to go to one of my viewers, a subscriber, who's given us a comment back and for Out for Nout, a suggestion for Out for Nout. And it's from S Eco, and I'm sorry if that's the name wrong, because it just says at S Eco on the comment. But you've said get a huge container, you're talking 5 litre water container, massive big ones, fill it with water, add a bit of black paint and shake it around, or even, you know, some sort of oil or inks, and then leave it in a very sunny spot in your greenhouse. And what it does is, a bit like solar panels, it heats up the water throughout the day. So when they get really sunny, it heats up the water inside, and then overnight slowly it will release the heat from the water. What a brilliant idea. I love that idea. Might have to try that when we get a little bit more sun, not quite yet, maybe towards Easter time when the full full beam of the sun is coming down here. We may have a go at that. But I love that suggestion, that heats up the water and we can use it later on. Very good. Thank you for that. Well, once again, thank you very much for watching Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. I've been checking on my strawberries that I've transplanted, and what I've done is I've put them under a cloche, and here's a little photograph the other night when I was down here. And it's interesting, isn't it? On the picture, it looks like there's light coming around from the sky. There wasn't any light. It was absolutely pitch black. Well, not to my eyes anyway, but the camera's caught something completely different. Well, it's got a filter on the camera, I don't know, but it looks absolutely magical, doesn't it? That lovely sky in the background. But yes, I put them under a cloche just to maybe warm the soil, although they're doing pretty well without it, I have to say. So, once again, thank you very much for watching Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. Thank you for your comments, I love it. Thank you for just subscribing, that's even better. Now, I have tried to start a TikTok account. Oh, here we go. Here comes the rain. As I said, oh, by gum. I'm glad I'm in here. Well, I ought to go because the camera might be getting wet. As I said, I've started TikTok. We'll talk about that next time here on Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. In fact, I think that's hail. See you later. Ta-da.